All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Got a man. It's Rwtaka18's. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Quick slant there. Gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A quick throw. It's Rwtaka18's. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check, 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 check.
Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On for the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Go, go. On the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Newman. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Houston.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newman. It's complete to Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike, let's go. Let's go.
On 1st down, Newman. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st and 10, Newman. He's got Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Houston.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 15-yard line.
Set, hut. Not a wolf. 50. 50's a mile. 50's a mile. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2nd and 6. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
36.
From the gun, Newman. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already... in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word. That some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Well, partner, this is where I... I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
Okay, ready? Use the mark. Push him back. Push him back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Steps away. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Watch the eye.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Brissett. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You got nothing. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Colts 3, Texans nothing.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go now. Go to base. Target, 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 target. Check. What?
Again, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Newman. It's wearing the tight end with it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the ground, right side, it's Adams.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check it backer, check it backer.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Texans.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 1st down, Newman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You got it. Got it.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newman completes this to Waring. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Newman throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got an open man. It's QT. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newman. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. Open man is QT, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike,
Brissett now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 55. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 50. Check 50.
To throw is Brissett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, let's get that one.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Kenny Moore running down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Texans.
Watch time. Tight end right, 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taywan Taylor, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The 28-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike 41, Mike 41. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on second down. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We want it. Come to my world. Come.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's what I do.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, what's check? Mike 55, Mike 55.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Newman. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Once more, Adams on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Newman, he gets it to Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Newman. He finds Hopkins complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing, Brissett. He finds his man Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
25. Check 25.
First down, Brissett. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Steps away to his left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got a man, it's Rwtaka18's. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Colts, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brissett sets to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. J.J. Rwtaka18's, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike 50, Mike 50. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing on first down. Newman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Benardrick McKinney gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. This is Process on the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off play action. Newman. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He finds Taylor, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's the backup Newton. Being chased out left. And there he goes again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 38-yard.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Second and 10, Newton again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. Third down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Gun, gun, gun.
Mike 41, Mike 41.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Newton on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Right at 88. Here we go,
Throwing again on second down. Newton. That is caught at the 7. First target, first catch, and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
On second and goal, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check 99. Check 99.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Know your job.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Houston, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.